All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. Let's take a look at our subscription goal. We are sitting at almost 9,300. We need 700 more subs to hit that 10K goal to give that $1,000 giveaway. And then we have 12K subs coming up to send a couple people to some games of their choice. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Dennis Burns is at the top. We have Kellen on this week. He's doing a great job so far, but that is the leaderboard right now. If you see your guys' name, reach out to us. BearsProfitPlays@gmail.com or on Twitter, BearsProfit @BearsProfit, and we need to get you guys set up so we can give you guys your picks out for the next couple of weeks. If you see your name, make sure you reach out. Also, if you want to become a member on our YouTube channel, we're going to be giving away $50 weekly to our members on YouTube. We have 15 to 20 right now. So if you become a member for just $4.99 a month, you have a chance to win $50 weekly. We're going to be doing that on our live show. We're going to put everybody on the wheel. We're going to spin it and give away $50 a week. So make sure you guys come check that out. Only $4.99 a month. Very cheap over there. And our plays are actually better over there as well. So guys, is going to do it. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get some NCAA football picks and props for Saturday, December 23rd slated games. Trey, let's take a look at the leaderboard. It's been 2 weeks since the Army-Navy game, but let's take a look at it anyway.
Yeah, Bear did not give out a pick. He gave it out on the site. He can recap that if he wants to, but I gave out Navy plus 3.5 against Army and the over 27.5 total points in that game as well. The over is what hit, but Army ended up winning that game. Kind of surprising because I had more confidence in that Navy play. But regardless, 500, 1-1.
Yeah, Trey, I also went 1-1, but we both hit on the same thing. You had the over, I had the under, but I had under 28.5. I bought the hook. You bought the hook the other way, so we hit at 28. We both won that one, but I also had Navy. So, yeah, 1-1 day for me on the site. But we're going to move on to the plays for tomorrow. Trey, how do you start us off?
Yeah, I forgot that game ended right at 28. That was legendary.
And it took a knee, dude. That's insane.
For me, I'm going to be attacking a armed forces game here. The Air Force going up against James Madison game. And this should be a fun game to watch, an interesting game too, because both teams, they've had their losses through opt-outs and transfer portals. But James Madison, they also lost their head coach to Indiana. And to add in another weird layer to this game, there's been a lot of transfers for this James Madison team, but everybody but a couple players are still playing in this game. And that's kind of weird. That kind of rubs me the wrong way. What are they playing for? Are they playing for James Madison, or are they playing to put out good tape to get a good school to want to get them? Either way, I just don't like that. But Air Force, they basically have their entire team. But a couple people are still injured on Air Force, mainly their quarterback, who is still questionable for this game. Their head coach said he's optimistic for the chance that he might possibly could play, whatever that means. But this should be an interesting game, like I said earlier. But I'm going to be attacking a team total here instead of a game pick. I'm going to take James Madison to score over their team total at 20.5 in this game. I really think Air Force is going to win this game, but their defense has been getting torn up all season long. Over the last 3 games, they're allowing 28.5 points per game. And James Madison offense, it might be one of the best ones that they've faced over that span as well. And Jordan McLeod, he's one of the players that are transferred, but he's still playing. He's a great quarterback, but he needs to put on good tape if he wants to transfer somewhere better than James Madison, in my opinion. So give me James Madison here to score over their 20.5 team total versus Air Force.
Yeah, Trey, I really like that play there. For my play today, we're going to be looking at the Hawaii Bowl, and that doesn't make any sense at all because Hawaii is not in the bowl. This should be an island game for the Rainbow Warriors, but instead, we're going to be getting Coastal Carolina going up against San Jose State. Both teams this season are coming in with a 7-5 record for this game, but they got here in different ways. Coastal Carolina, they dropped both of their last games against Army and JMU, and that was without their starting quarterback, Grayson McCall. They had rattled off 5 consecutive with McCall back there, but he's still out with a serious concussion. He's also in the transfer portal, so he's not going to be in this game. The backup quarterback, guys, he's just not that good. And without McCall in the lineup for Coastal Carolina, I don't see any way they keep this game close. They're also going to be without their they're going to be with their backup quarterback. They're going to be without their best wide receiver, their third best wide receiver, a couple edge rushers, a linebacker, multiple corners, and all those guys are starters. San Jose State, on the other hand, has been fantastic over the last several games, winning 6 in a row, including dominating wins against Fresno State, San Diego State, and UNLV in their last 3 games. All 3 of those teams are very good quality opponents. They're going to be missing 2 players, a starting offensive lineman and their tight end. Give me San Jose State here, minus 9.5 to win. I think they win this game easily in the Hawaii Bowl. San Jose State minus 9.5 as the play. Zach, who do you like?
I like this Las Vegas Bowl coming up between the Utah Utes and the Northwestern Wildcats. I have a personal bias just because I've seen Utah play more often this season, but that's all I need to know because I did see them play against the Washingtons of the world and the Colorados of the world, and I think this team is for real. They have a young leader, and I think they're going to definitely put up some numbers. They're 8-4 on the year. They tied for fourth in the Pac-12 standings this year, even though they started the season with 4 straight wins. They were 6-1 through 7 games, but lost 3 of their last 5 games to end the season. So they're putting up 173.6 passing yards per game, 106.3 rushing yards. So pretty even matchup. I just don't see Northwestern being enough with Ben Bryant and his 11 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. I think he's prone to be a turnover machine. So I'm going to take the Utah Utes. The spread on that is 6.5. So give me the Utah Utes over the Northwestern Wildcats.
Yeah, Zach, I really like that play. Utah was one of the best teams in the nation at the start of the season, so I think that's a great play there. Trey, let's go to the player props. Have you start us off with that leaderboard?
Yeah, guys, and I was 0-1 far too long ago. I gave out Alex Texa to go over 40.5 rush yards versus Army. He didn't really get as much volume as I thought he was going to get in this game, and therefore did not hit the over rushing. It was kind of depressing, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and I had Bryson Daly over his rushing yards going up against Navy. He did crush that. I think he had 80-plus yards in this game, the Army quarterback. So 1-0 there. Let's sweep the board today. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to take us over to the passing touchdowns category, and I'm going to touch on a player that Bear gave out a game pick for. Give me Chevan Corderio here in this game to go over 1.5 passing touchdowns versus Coastal Carolina. I really love this over for Chevan in this game for a few reasons. The first one is he had a fantastic second half of the season. You can see a little bit of it here on the board, but just to add a game over his last 6 games, he threw 13 touchdowns, which is just a little bit over 2 per game, which is over this number. And whenever we realize that this game is going to be played in Hawaii, like Bear said, this is a home game for Corderio because he grew up in Hawaii, then went to San Jose State, coming back. He's going to want to play good for his friends and family, and he's getting a great matchup here versus Coastal Carolina because over the last 3 games, they allowed 324 passing yards per game. So they're coming in this game with a lot of negative momentum, and Chevan's going to want to slice and dice them up. So give me Chevan Corderio to go over 1.5 passing touchdowns versus Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, Trey, I love that play, and I'm going to take the guy in the backfield with him. I'm going to take Kairee Robinson to go over his rushing yards going up against Coastal Carolina. Over the last several games for San Jose State, they've been working the ball on the ground a lot. Robinson's been the main character in the offense, having 10-plus carries, and for the last 5 games, having over 140-plus rushing yards in 3 of those 5 games. He also had a 200-yard game that was against Fresno State. But on the season, he's had 1,200 yards rushing with 18 touchdowns, and he's been fed the rock against these high-powered teams to get them into the bowl game the last 3 games. And nothing here should change for San Jose State because Coastal Carolina, they're giving up 170 yards per game on the ground. I like him to be fed the ball a ton in this game, all game long, for him to go over his rushing yards as my play. San Jose State might put up 50 points in this game. But, Zach, who do you like as your play?
You know, I'm not going to lie. I'm not really a big college football fan or as more invested as I should be. So I'm just going to stick with my earlier selection between the Utah Utes and the Northwestern Wildcats. And I'm just going to take their quarterback, Bryson Barnes. He looks like he is going to at least score 2 passing touchdowns in my estimation. He has a QBR of 50.8 for the year. So it's could be improved, but it's still pretty solid as far as measurables go. So I'm giving him for 2 passing touchdowns in this game.
I like it, Zach. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I gave out James Madison here to go over their 20.5 team total versus Air Force. I have a lot of confidence in that play. Their offense is pretty good, and Air Force's defense has been leaky to end the season. And I'm also going with Chevan Corderio to go over 1.5 pass touchdowns versus Coastal Carolina. Bears said it best. They might score 50, so Corderio is going to get 2 passing touchdowns for sure.
Yeah, I might even add San Jose State's team total. I'm not sure what it came out at, but I'm going to take San Jose State minus 9.5 against Coastal Carolina. And I like the running back, Kairee Robinson, over his rushing yards against Coastal as well. He's been fed the ball a ton over the last 3 games. That's going to continue in this game. But, guys, that's going to do it for NCAA football plays for Saturday, December 23rd slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,